Okay, this is an expert witness review for client Kevin Tyler. Mr. Tyler, you reported that you were the victim of harassment by the Marion County Sheriffs, that you had been falsely arrested, that the Sheriff's Office failed to conduct a thorough and proper investigation into the allegations made against you, and you also indicated that after you began fighting your case in court, you hired a lawyer named Miss Whitley, and you indicated that she failed to perform her duties as your lawyer. The most important thing you pointed out is that Attorney Whitley failed to return documents and evidence that you had in your case. Let me start by going into your policebriefs.com case file online, and then I'll get to your Google Drive file folder in just a moment. Okay, I'm now in your file folder, Mr. Tyler. This will show you what was done on your case. We can actually see everything that we've done on your case by going to your account history, which is over here to the right. Essentially, every time we log in here, it'll show us files that we've been working on, and we provide updates in the file folder as things are accomplished. So I'm going through some of the dates. These will show you all the times that we've entered your file to add information or look at the files that are already in the file folder. And I'm going all the way down. Let's see, keep going here. Okay, the first entry is on July 15th of 2013, and the very last entry is the one I'm in right now, which is 10/25. You'll also note that we have placed notes in your file for all of your meetings with our staff, and notes of what you were told, and notes about your investigation. This is all stuff that's available to you now. And then I want to go into your actual expert witness report. So give me a moment to do that. And you actually had two complaints, this one here and then this one up here, which is a complaint that we sent out. As I told you, we had two investigations running based on the complaints made by you and Miss Wisenhut regarding retaliation, and also the first complaint regarding the false arrest. Let me go into the arrest issue here, because we did send a complaint to the Marion County Sheriff's Office. That's why it shows complaint sent. And this is the expert report that was completed on your case. So I'm going to pull that up and go over my findings. And without going through everything, you had a specific complaint against Officer John Minton. This is what you filled out, or at least this portion. And this is your actual complaint that you submitted, integrated into my expert report. So this is the victim statement. This is what you told us. In my report, I have to go over what I reviewed, and I did review your written complaint. I interviewed you and Ms. Wisenhut. I also reviewed witness statements, police reports. I also reviewed policies relevant to the things that happened to you. So I reviewed the policy for professional conduct in the International Associations of Chiefs of Police policy guides, recommended policy guides. I also reviewed policies on domestic violence and field interviews, because I think there are issues in both of those policy sections relevant to your experience with the Marion County Police. I also contacted your attorney, Ms. Whitfield, and she has failed to respond. And at this point, I think I will go into your Google Drive folder to show you some additional information that I think you're going to need. Just a moment. Actually, let me go here, because I think I just put it online. Okay, this is a copy of my email. I'm going to be putting this into your Google Drive file folder, and basically it's an email written on September 26th. Dear Attorney Whitley, I'm writing to request records regarding Kevin Tyler. Mr. Tyler is a former client of your office. I go on to explain to her why you need the records, what our role is in your investigation, and I request that she respond as soon as possible. I sent other emails, and my staff also called her to see if she would respond, and the attorney did not respond, and those calls that were made to her office are recorded. Let me now go back to your file folder. Okay, these are some of the documents related to your investigation. I want to start with a document you gave us, which is approximately 24 pages. It came by way of fax. It includes complaints you made to the, it's upside down now, but don't worry about it, just a moment. And I'm not going to flip it around because you know what the document is, but essentially you gave us this document, or a series of documents and letters and filings with the FBI, the Justice Department, and other public agencies. You also sent us a copy of information that you forwarded to your lawyer requesting the same records that we asked for. I also reviewed a second fax that you sent, which is 3 pages, which is again a certified letter that we asked you to write to the lawyer asking for the same records, demonstrating that you made a good faith effort to contact her and get the information by reasonable process. Now, your lawyer did not respond. She has not responded to us, and I've completed my investigation. My investigation into the allegations regarding the police misconduct concluded with that my impression at this stage is that the Marion County Sheriffs did falsely arrest you, and that they did not conduct a thorough and complete investigation. That is the finding that's included in my report. The second issue was with regard to your attorney, and in one of the letters I read, you had filed a bar complaint and previously gotten a response from the Illinois bar. But I contacted the bar this morning, and you may have contacted the wrong agency. Even though the bar is licensed to do what they do, they informed me this morning that they are a private agency and that they don't have to really do anything because their members can be punished, but they're not under any public obligation to do anything. They don't work for the public, is essentially what they told me. The agency that you want to file your complaint with regarding Attorney Whitley is a different agency, and that agency is the Attorney Registration and Disciplinary Commission of Illinois. I've already contacted them. I retrieved the form, and I'm going to email the form to you in just a few moments. And this is the form that you're going to have to fill out. I was told I cannot fill this out for you, that you're going to have to fill it out. So I'm going to send this to you along with my expert report. We're also doing a search on your case on Westlaw, and I'm going to try to complete that search now. Just a moment. Okay, Mr. Tyler, I'm now going to conduct a search for legal cases relevant to your problems with your lawyer and with the police. I'm going to start with looking for all federal cases related to police misconduct in Illinois that may have some bearing on your experiences. So let me just start with that. Okay, I'm going to start with a search for attorney misconduct. And these are some examples of cases that came up through our Westlaw search on attorney misconduct. I'm going to actually email that to you now. Okay, and now we're doing a search for complaints against Marion County for lawsuits in federal court. And it appears we've got a couple of hits here that might be relevant to your case. And it's a false arrest claim against Marion County that we're looking at here. And I will also email those.
Okay, Mr. Tyler, I'm going to be sending you 2 more emails. The next one I'm sending you is a list of cases directly against Marion County for excessive force. All right, you should have that second email, and I have one more that I'm sending you, which also involves issues of police misconduct in Marion County. Just a moment. Okay, you should be receiving 3 emails and a 4th email shortly after I go off the air. The 4th email is the most important one, and that's the one that I want you to submit to the review board in Illinois, which is not the Illinois Bar Association, which is a private organization. If you have questions, feel free to call Mrs. Jackson on Monday. This is a completion of the review of your case. Our findings are that there was police misconduct, that you were wrongfully arrested, and our secondary finding with regard to your attorney is that she has engaged in misconduct by withholding or losing your records, and that's something that's actionable based on the information that we've gathered from the various agencies with oversight concerning attorneys in the state of Illinois. It is a violation for her to fail to provide you evidence or return evidence to you that you've given to her, so I think we can move ahead on that. All right, as I told you, I will follow up with you next week, and this concludes my expert review involving the Marion County Sheriff's Office.